Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Very good. Today I will try to close the subject that I have been covering this week, regarding what you may be seeing or could see. So continuing what I said yesterday, the third vision is a portal that opens in front of you and you can surpass the third dimension. You can see scenes from the past, from the future, because the timeline in these dimensions is different. So don't be scared by anything you see. You may see yourselves in spiritual battles, destroying beings of non-light. This will be perfectly normal. Many may think, but I don't want to go through that. My brothers, you want freedom, you want the new era, you will have it, but every step, every action you take, reverberates in this process, and accelerates it. I've always said here that it's each person's choice. Nobody is obligated to do anything. Nobody needs to get involved with anything. I have named you my warriors of light, but if you don't feel ready for the front lines, that's okay, I'm not forcing you to do anything. So my brothers, to those who are more fearless, who like to face challenges, who like to be challenged, I would say be ready. And you can see that in some scenes of these battles that you are seeing, you are always winners. Why? Because you have already won, it's just small adjustments that are being made along the way. I said it yesterday and I'll say it again, the scenes you see from a possible future may not happen, it will depend on what happens now, in the present. So my brothers, there is no need to be afraid, it's about being aware of what's happening. The types of visions you can have are countless. There is no way for me to give examples one by one here. You can have visions of other worlds, of galactic beings, of different cities, you already inserted in the new era, you in spaceships. Everything is possible. That's what I've been telling you, you have millions of galactic beings who practice telepathy all the time. There is practically no voice, as you know it, in the universe. Everything is done through telepathy, precisely through the connection that exists between beings. I refer to high dimensions, because through telepathy you know the heart. So what is being said is already loaded with correct feeling, there is no falsehood. So realize this, you are being accompanied by galactic beings, your soul brothers. I refer to souls that are not from here on this planet. Practically each of you has a soul brother monitoring you. So telepathically, this soul brother will be able to give you instructions, he will be able to show you a lot, as long as you are receptive to it, as long as your heart is open, saying I accept. Then you will be able to hear phrases, you will even be able to hear voices in your mind, and certainly, this being that accompanies you could be one of those who are speaking to you. Who else can speak? Your guardian angels, your spiritual guides and your master, and for those who are already on a more advanced path, the higher self will also be able to speak. So my brothers, let's understand something very important, this speaking is not using your voice. Speaking is speaking inside your mind. It's as if there was a wire connected to a device inside your brain, and that device receiving the messages. So in the vast majority of cases you will not hear in your physical ears, you will hear inside your mind and you will be able to receive entire messages, words, everything will depend on each one's journey. Many times you may receive images of something that you are not even thinking about. That's not your brain, someone planted that image there. So write it down and think about it, about what that image wants to tell you. You didn't understand at the time, no problem, keep putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And please don't come here and tell me, oh, what if I start hearing beings from the non-light? My brothers, either you are on an enlightened path, attracting all the beings of light that you have around you, or you are on a more or less path. What is a more or less walk? The one in which 10% of your day thinks good things, does good things, and the rest is just complaints, just judgment, just condemnation, bad feelings towards others. Then I will really tell you that you will be attracting non-light beings, because that is what you are vibrating. So there is no longer any doubt. You will have what you vibrate. If you vibrate light, you will have beings of light speaking to you, you will see beings of light. Now if you vibrate the opposite, it is the opposite that you will have. And don't tell me that we're not protecting you. I think this is already very clear. If you emanate positive vibrations, all beings of light will approach you. If you emanate negative energies, the beings of light move away, and you open yourself up to all sorts of attacks. It is no other way, it's this way. You attract what you emanate, and if you emanate negative energy from me, you will not attract us, on the contrary, you will push us away. So decide which side you want to walk on, because those who continue to have doubts are not sure which side they are walking on. Let this be very clear. Then my brothers, images, thoughts, words, phrases will begin to echo in your minds. Many are already wondering if they can channel beings of light. Any of you can. This is not a specific function of some souls. All of you can telepathically receive messages from the beings of light. Now I'll explain again, this is no joke, it's not about waking up and deciding, oh, now I'm going to get a message from Ashta. And then take the message and keep it for yourself, or spread it to your closest group. What is your role? What are you wanting with this? Just showing off, saying that you are receiving messages from him, or are you doing it for the whole? And then I would tell you that working for the whole is not about receiving a single sentence, it is receiving minutes of intense reception, to be passed on. So my brothers, channeling is not your decision, it's not up to you to decide. Ah, I'm going to channel from today. This is not so. We will need to see your heart, we will need to understand what your objective is, and we will prepare you. That's what I'm tired of telling you, there are countless messages today claiming to be mine. Which are true? Ask yourself this question. It's my brothers, the thing is not this mess, which it seems, where everyone now channels me, because it's not simply deciding, I'm going to channel Archangel Michael, no, I need to agree and I need to prepare the person, it doesn't happen overnight. You have no idea how much energy reaches a channeler from us or other beings of light. So that physical body has to be ready for this, or it will be very bad. So be careful what you listen to, because I'm not spreading myself around the planet anymore. Wherever I had to go, I already did. I'm not channeling with anyone else, but people keep passing on messages from me, people I say, knew. Someone is impersonating me. It's definitely not me. The channels that exist on the planet today, which are already established, will continue to receive messages. New people think twice. There is no more time, my brothers, to start from scratch. The time is now to expand what already exists. Many people think it's cute, channeling it, posting it on the internet to become famous. But that is not our intention. I don't need to become famous and I don't want to make anyone famous. I want to pass on my teachings. This is what I do. So once again I say, be careful what you listen to out there, in my name and in the name of many other beings of light. This is not mess. It's not sitting down and saying, I'm going to channel someone. And sat and channeled. This is not so. We need to look very closely at each person's heart. Receiving a message is one thing, channeling which is speaking, which is giving voice to what that being is saying is quite another. So know how to discern one thing from another. The messages that normally come to you telepathically are phrases, they are guidelines, they are small pieces of advice. So this is what you will have, my brothers. You may also feel a small vibration, it's not like a physical shiver, it's a vibration, it's as if something touches you and you feel your body vibrating. Many times you are not focused, you are not meditating all the time, so when a being wants to speak, he wants you to concentrate to receive a message from him, he makes this little warning. So get used to it, start observing these little vibrational nudges of what you will hear later, because the idea is, they tell you, look, we want to say something, you concentrate and receive the message. Because you're not focused on that all the time. Some even receive the message, even without being focused, but that depends on each soul's journey. They are souls that are already vibrating very high, that do not have any type of environmental maladjustment, that go about their day focused on joy, on love, that nothing takes them away from this world of peace and tranquility. So these receive messages all the time because the vibration is high, but those who live the day, the environment affects them, a lot, because it is their great daily challenge, these need to be poked. Look, we want to talk, and then they internalize and receive the message.